Welcome to Wine Road, the wine, when, and where of Northern Sonoma County. I'm your host, Marcy Gordon, with Beth Costa, Executive Director of the Wine Road.
Thanks to Ron Rubin, we're able to keep our podcast rolling along. The financial support of River Road Family Vineyards and Winery allows us to keep recording, keep sipping wine, and keep sharing stories with our listeners. Check out their website at riverroadvineyards.com and explore their Chardonnay, as well as a finely crafted Pinot Noir from the Russian River Valley. That's riverroadvineyards.com. And hey, thanks, Ron, for allowing us to make this show happen.
Welcome to episode 219. Today we're going to do something everybody loves. We're going to update some itineraries. We're going to revisit our old haunts, tell you what's new, what's happening. And today our two cities are going to be cities.
I was just going to say cities.
Take that word
That's
back.
That's a stretch.
Our tiny burgs, our tiny towns.
Yeah.
We're doing Forestville and Occidental.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love Occidental in particular. It's so tiny, and there's so much there to see and
There's a lot going on. There's
eat.
a lot going on in both places.
Yeah.
But we're going to start with Forestville.
Okay.
So first of all, Forestville, tiny, tiny town, kind of right bordering the Russian River. It's between Sebastopol and Guerneville, and it's a great little spot. One of the places to stay, it's a bit of a splurge, but it's a great place to go, is the Farmhouse Inn. And this is just, luxury beyond luxury.
Yeah, I mean, Condé Nast. Everybody writes about the Farmhouse Inn. It's amazing.
But there's also a lot of great little listings for Russian River vacation homes. So if you're not looking for the big splurge and you want a home, you can check out, those listings. But it's like a little paradise between Forestville and Guerneville, or between Sebastopol and Guerneville.
Right.
So let's talk about wine. When you're there, there's a Joseph Jewell is right there in town. Very close by is Hartford Family Wines. It's just outside of town, which is one of our favorites. We had a great show with their winemaker here. And also the Russian River Vineyard, which is just off the Joe Rodata Trail. So you're close to these three wineries.
And Russian River Vineyards has a restaurant that's open 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
So that's a big bonus.
And it's right off the trail. So it's just a nice little, it's a tiny blink and you miss it, but there's some cool stuff going on there. Mm-hmm. There is the Sonoma Pizza Company that is new. It was just started last year, but I really only got there this year. In a building that used to house Jigger Winery and had the Jigger wines, but they have moved on. But now it's called the Sonoma Pizza Company, and they've done an extensive remodel with this incredible patio in the back. Mm. And they have outdoor seating, and they have a little bottle shop in there. And so they're serving tapas and salads and pizzas and ice cream floats. Hello.
Okay, well.
Who doesn't like that?
There you go. You had me at ice cream floats.
Ice cream floats. But I want to tell you a little bit about the salad. They have this sunflower seed Caesar salad. Oh, it's like little gem lettuces and the little croutons and the Parmesan and the sunflower seeds. And it's my personal favorite. I love anchovies, and so it has an anchovy Caesar dressing.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So good. And you can put, like, chicken on it. They have, like, they're very, of course, farm to table.
Right.
You can cook a little lemon herb chicken with that, and it's a meal. It's delish. They also have this cute item on there called the chic leek. So it's fire-roasted leeks, especially this time of year. It's so good. Fire-roasted leeks. This is on the pizza. Journeyman meats, with pancetta. And then they have peppers and little sprouts. Oh, it's so good.
We have to go there.
Yes,
we do. You have to take me.
Well, I went with Roger, and we just, we had a couple of things. So we ate pizza for a couple of nights.
Yeah,
Because we took it all home. But it's so good. And it's just, you say pizza, what's pizza? Well,
something different.
They really elevate it.
Right.
It's very California in that way, and it's very Sonoma.
Right.
Of course, all the... they list where everything's from, and so it's delicious. It's right here. Let's go, Beth.
Right. Yeah, let's do that.
Start up the jalopy.
Yeah, fire up the car, okay.
Fire up the car. And so then, because Forestville's so tiny, the tiny little town you're in, just down the street, literally like a couple hundred yards, is Canetti Roadhouse. So that's been there quite a while, and this is a very unique blend of Tuscan and California cuisine. And again, all local ingredients. But this place, it always reminds me those little trattorias you'd see in Italy. Just the little roadhouse, the little rustic and cozy, and it's just like that. Very cute. Then they do brunch on Saturday and Sunday
Okay.
from 10 to 2. And, also they offer cooking classes.
Oh, nice.
So if you're in town and you're, looking for things to do, that would be super great.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And I think that's all listed on their website. So cooking classes there. Bakery, right between Sonoma Pizza and Kennedy Roadhouse, Nightingale Bakery.
I've not been there, but my God, it gets great write-ups.
My God, I love this place. I have literally waited in line over an hour.
Oh, my Lord.
Roger thinks I'm crazy, but sometimes I have to go. And if you go on a Sunday, I got to go to the bakery. But sometimes if you go on a Sunday, because they don't open till like 11 or so, there's a line, but it is worth it. And also there's a line because it's very tiny. Only 2 people can fit in at a time.
Right.
So you're waiting for people, and it's not like a big open space. It's a tiny space. You can also pick up picnic supplies there. They've got journeyman meats or they've got cheeses, but oh my God, everything they make, their scones, and I love getting their sesame epi. It's kind of like a baguette, but it's with sesame. It's called EPI epi, and it just breaks off. You get some cheese. Oh, it's delicious. What a day. So yeah, it's perfect for, you need that little sweet treat or some picnic supplies. Nightingale Bakery. Also coffee. There's a place called Tiny Town Coffee because it's a tiny town. And that's a good place to get a cup of brew. Also across from Nightingale Bakery is the Organic Roasters, coffee roasters. They make coffee. They also have an outlet at Andy's, the produce market. So that's, you can't go anywhere without good coffee in this town. Now, the Joe Rodata Trail, they have redone the opening of that trailhead that is in Forestville. So it begins right across from the roadhouse there.
Okay.
And so you can walk from there right to the entrance of Russian River Vineyards and go have lunch and then walk it off and then go have a treat.
And then walk it off. Makes it sound so easy.
Yeah. Well, it's not. You could do
No,
that.
I'm saying walking it off.
Oh.
It's a nice walk. Did you walk off that 2 glasses of Chardonnay and a giant sandwich?
Even if, say you're staying at the farmhouse, come into Forestville, park right there. It's at the head of the trail. Walk the trail, go to Russian River, have some lunch, have a great glass of wine, and then walk back. It's like beautiful.
Right.
It's such and it's not even, I don't know, it's not very far.
No.
But I would highly recommend that. That's such a good trail. It goes all over. And then, that's kind of it for Forestville. There's not, it's a gas station.
Yeah, and then, I can't believe how much you mentioned.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a little
the laundromat,
drive.
and there's a little drugstore. There's also a couple little Mexican restaurant, and there's an old school bar down there. And there's also kind of like a drive-in hamburger place at the beginning of town. But that's the town.
That's it, yeah.
But it is well worth the stop. That bakery, we go to Forestville probably every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun, but we need to go to Sonoma Pizza Company.
Okay, I'm with you.
That leek pizza is so good, and the Caesar, that's what I would have. Also, right nearby, Steelhead Beach, and then there's Burke's Canoes.
Right.
So if you want to either walk to Russian River or paddle to Guerneville, one or the other.
Yeah.
You can't do both.
One or the other, we insist.
But paddle to Guerneville, that's kind of a quintessential experience.
Yeah.
Russian River, rent the canoes. That's only in season.
I would say not so much now in January,
not
but
in the winter season, but during the summer, that's the thing to do.
Starting like Memorial Weekend or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have any favorite places in Forestville? You haven't been to the bakery. Well, I'm going to have to take you there and take you to the pizza place too. All right, so Occidental. This is just
Occidental.
a little gem, another little tiny town.
Surrounded by the trees, and
it's so beautiful.
Pretty.
It's just really one street.
Yeah.
And so where I would stay is at the Inn in Occidental. The
kidding.
Occidental Hotel.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. And also, they have just recently opened a new wine bar. And not only have they opened a wine bar, they're doing some great tasting events with David Glancy, who is of the San Francisco Wine School. He's a master somm. And he's been doing tastings there and pulling from all the different local vineyards and really setting up some great programs. So I highly recommend staying there and looking on their event calendar and seeing when David is there and doing one of his courses. Because that's, that can't be beat.
Right.
Also, there's the Occidental Lodge, if you want to stay there. But the Inn Occidental is really sweet.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah. So Occidental, even though it's super tiny, they've got a lot going on. They have Howard Station's Cafe for breakfast, which I know is best favorite.
Well, near and dear to our whole family's heart. I mean, everybody, when my son Dustin flies home, it's like the first thing we have to do is drive to Occidental to Howard's.
Yeah, it's a landmark. I mean,
Yeah.
people, they stand in line for that.
The food is great.
Yeah.
And then it's like breakfast, it's like everything you could ever dream about for breakfast. And then they have the fresh juice bar, so then you want that also. I mean, you want everything.
You
and
want
it's
it
like
all.
you can't really have it all.
Yeah. So that's a great place for breakfast. But other dining options is Hazel, cute little restaurant.
That's a really sweet little spot.
And then these real iconic restaurants would be Negri's and the Union Hotel. They're right across the street from each other. These Italian restaurants, they're quintessential in every way. There's also the little El Mariachi Cafe for Mexican. But my favorite is the Altamont General Store.
I know you always talk about that.
This place is it's everything they have there is so delicious. I'm going to tell you, my favorite thing to have is a hot dog. But this is the most amazing hot dog ever. And I have it with a glass of bubbles.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just like there's something, and they put like there's a little bit of slaw on it, and there's these little crispy fried shallots, and there's just something about this hot dog is like mythic, and it's so good. But they recently opened this amazing outdoor space. It's literally up behind. You can kind of look down on the Occidental Inn from there, and it's beautiful. And on the weekends they have music, and they have like dance parties and paint along events.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cool. They really utilize this space very well. It's such a fun place to go during Farmers Market, which is on Thursdays. It used to be on Fridays, but now the Occidental is on Thursdays from June to November. That's a great place to go. Cruise the market, buy
Everyone
your produce.
rubs about it.
Yeah,
Raves
and
about
then
that
go
box.
over to Altamont General Store. I love that place. And I think they're open every day. Yeah, most of these places are open every day. And then for shopping, you have the little boho bungalow, which is really sweet, very California. And a place I really love is called Laurent's Glass, and it's all glass art. Very nice. And the other thing, something to do, the Sonoma Zipline
Oh, yeah.
is really close right there in Occidental. So
And I think the Sonoma Zipline now has lodging also. Do they have tents?
oh, yeah, I think
think
you're
they
right.
have,
They have like
you know,
tent cabins
like
up
glamping.
in
Yeah.
the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You know,
perfect.
like treetop things. Yeah, it looks amazing.
We have to go check that out. We have to go to Pizza. We'll stay overnight in the trees, and then we'll go to one of the wine tastings at the Occidental Inn in the
Okay.
Altamont General Store for a hot
Yeah,
dog.
just another day.
Yeah, just another day in our fabulous lives.
Right.
But yeah, so that's really my recommendations for, these are tiny towns, but do not miss them because
my gosh,
they are
definitely don't
so
miss them.
rich. They have their own particular character, each one of them. So
Well, and I think it also is everywhere you go. I mean, you're in wine country, so everywhere you look, there's just vineyards. There are vineyards rolling up the hills. There's valleys of vineyards, and they're just everywhere. And then you pull into Occidental, and you're just surrounded by redwoods, and it's a
like
whole different.
being in a mountain town.
Yeah, you're just surrounded. It's like
It's
a little
a very
fairy tale.
special feeling there. And no matter where you look, you're looking up
Yeah.
and all these trees.
The trees are
and
beautiful.
It's also like almost every road goes through Occidental. It's like a switchboard
Yeah.
of roads. You can go off to Santa Rosa or Sebastopol or to the beach or to Bodega or to Freestone.
Yeah.
It's like a real central spot. But it is that feeling and being in the redwoods. The air there smells like nowhere else.
Yeah.
It's just really fresh and lovely and really lovely little community. So yeah, definitely check it out.
Yeah, I love Occidental.
During the summer, we always go to the market. It was hard this year because they changed from Friday to Thursday. And
Yeah.
it's like Friday. It was yesterday. So we had to like readjust get our act together to go on Thursdays. Also, they have a community center there that is a great venue for music. And they have an indoor and outdoor space. And they bring in some wonderful acts. Really nice, great little place to see a show.
Right. Yeah, it's beautiful. Gosh, I think that's great, Marcy. I feel like I want to get out and go there. Maybe when we leave today, we'll drive to Occidental.
Or even go to Forestville. Either way,
Yeah,
they're
we
both
can-
along the way.
Yeah.
Where are we in Sebastopol? So they're kind of equidistant. What planet are we
Where
on?
are we? I know, I feel that way most days. Wait a minute.
I
Where am
wanted to do something. I did a Sebastopol itinerary a while back, but you know what we didn't mention was a place called Poppy. that is
Oh, yeah, we went there.
your granddaughter's
Yeah.
name now. And we went there, and it's on the way out of town on Bodega Avenue going towards the bay.
Right.
And it's a cute little place. It's been a couple of different places, but it was delicious.
It was really
and it
great.
was packed.
Yeah.
It was so many
Yeah, I was
people
surprised.
there.
I'm like, oh my gosh, what?
I thought it was just the middle of the
week.
day. Yeah, but it was full of people and great food. It was really delicious and really nice.
Yeah, that was a fun little spot.
And they have an amazing wine list.
Yeah, they had an amazing wine list, and it's a huge back patio. So it's a small little, looks like a little small hole in the wall, and you drive by.
Yeah,
But yeah, you go in, and there's
big, expansive patio. There's also a lot of indoor
yeah,
seating
there's plenty
too.
indoors.
Beth's going, come on, let's go get a table. I'm like, I can't stop looking at the wine. All this
Yeah,
great
you have to
wine
drag her
there.
away from the wine. Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I just wanted to tag that onto the last itinerary. But yeah, check out Forestville, Occidental. Part of the allure of our area is these little tiny towns. It's not just a big megalopolis. It's
No.
like a lot. It's rural and it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what makes it so beautiful here. Okay, so let's see. I do have to say before I sign off, I think my daughter usually listens to this show, so I am going to say that today's January 29th, which is actually my 48th wedding anniversary today. And
Really?
it's my grandson's 5th birthday today.
Wait, he was born on your anniversary?
Isn't that cute?
You got married in January. Why do I always think you got married in March? I don't know. It must be the other Beth.
Yeah, yeah. There's that one other
Well,
person.
happy anniversary.
Yeah, I know.
He's 5?
He's 5.
That's impossible.
I know. Just like Richard's grandson being 8 months. Like,
Yeah.
no way.
Well, after this show,
He'll be 9 months,
he'll be
yeah.
18.
Yeah. Yeah, he just graduated from high school. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's just, we're in a time machine here in the studio. Yeah,
Okey-doke.
okay. Well, happy anniversary and happy
Okay.
birthday to
Yeah.
your grandson.
Thanks for listening. I hope you
Yeah.
go out and explore Forestville and Occidental.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll run into you.
You just might. Maybe we'll run into you not in the car. But
Yeah.
in,
No. Yeah, well, let's try to not do that.
no, it would be the highlight of your trip to run into us, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Well, maybe not.
Oh, gosh. I jest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the wine road.
Bye-bye.